All right, Coach Chionuma, what's going on?
Not much. Loving this tournament out here.
Yeah, Super 32 time means wrestling season's here.
Absolutely.
Tell me, describe this tournament to someone that may not have ever been here or understand.
Outside of Fargo, this is the biggest tournament that you want to be at. If you're looking for a wrestling scholarship, this is the tournament you want to be at. So juniors and seniors definitely getting looked at. Sophomores are putting themselves out on the market. So big colleges, all the Division I colleges, all divisions actually, are going to come here and look for the best kids.
Nice. How many years have you been coaching now?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy to me because I feel like I was your elder at one time.
Oh yeah.
You know? I feel Blue Springs, bring it on.
Your brother used to come in and beat me up all the time over at Blue Springs.
Yeah, nice. So tell me, have you noticed, is wrestling changed in the last 7 years? What you're seeing out of 6 years? Excuse me. What you're seeing out of like the high-end high school guys? Is there any difference? What's going on today than when you first got into the coaching scene? Definitely.
I think the blue chip wrestlers now. I think there's more blue chip wrestlers because of all the digital media as far as the wrestling moves and the content being put out. More people, the hardworking kids, are able to have those wrestling moves and put it into their arsenal. So you're starting to see better wrestling.
How's that changed, like the landscape in college and for coaching and recruiting when this pool is considerably larger now?
Oh yeah. So it's saturated now. Now you might find a guy that places sixth here, and he can still end up being a qualifier as a freshman. So for my job, I try to look up and down the bracket. I try to see who's scrapping early. I mean, he might have a tough loss early, but we'll come through the backside. But either way, those kids are successful because of all of the content that's out.
Nice. So Cal Poly now, how's it going out there? What's been how long you been there? Just
4 months.
A few months. Okay.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing, kind of in transition to coach out there now?
For me, I've been doing a lot of recruiting. Been running some practices as well. Working with our two upperweight guys, actually most of the team, Tom Lane and Matt Wilhelm. Also Josh Cortez. Been getting a lot of individual time with them, but mostly been on the road. I've been on the road almost every weekend since I've been there.
What's it like changing gears like that? Like, I believe any coach that has spent time with the program, you are emotionally tied to that, and there's guys that you've been training, and now, it's time, you need to make this change in your career, and it's a step up, but what was it like, leaving behind something somewhere where you've been?
It's tough, and it's still tough. I absolutely love the Army wrestlers. Yeah. I still keep up with them.
Not
and I care
very
for them.
Many people could do. Great group of kids that can go through those programs.
They're special breed.
Yeah.
They're savages in the best way. But coming out to California, it was definitely a move that I needed to make personally, and in order to progress in my coaching career. So coming out here and getting these new responsibilities and really going off in a direction where I can experiment with new things and try to become my own coach has been really, really exciting. Really exciting. I love it.
And let's be real, you are in paradise. There are not many places like San Luis Obispo.
No.
And besides, too, it's human growth, right? Like you get more out of these kind of moves.
Yeah.
I mean, you're from the Midwest. You went up to West Point.
I went to Arkansas, Ouachita Baptist University, before I went over to West Point. Yeah.
Wow. And now you're going to the West Coast. So even outside of wrestling, what's that do for your growth as a human?
So I've seen it all. I've seen the Dirty South. I've been up into the East Coast and around the city area, and I've got to see the military lifestyle. And now I'm over on the West Coast. I grew up in the Midwest, so I've been able to get in and associate with everyone, and it's amazing.
So talk a little bit about John Streetis. I lucky enough to wrestle. John used to beat me up when he was at Missouri. And one thing I know about John, he's an unbelievable technician and understands the sport. But describe John from the few months that you've been out with him.
John he's high speed. High speed is probably the perfect word to describe him. He does an amazing job fundraising. He's cold calling people all day long. When he gets in the room, he beats the crap out of our 25s and 33s, and then he goes to teach his technique. The guy is just high speed all day long and probably sleeps even harder. But so much passion for the sport, and it really carries over into the rest of the coaching staff, and therefore onto the rest of the team. So there's a lot of energy in our room, in our coach's office. We're chest bumping, we're headbutting each other, but we should be doing our credit cards and things like that. But it's good energy.
Nice. So what are you looking for in a recruit, and what weight classes are you looking to fill? So
we're looking to fill our midweights and 97. We have some guys graduating here in a couple of years. We're focusing on 2020s. What I want to see is grit. Right now, it's okay to lose, but I love to see how you respond.
Yeah.
I love to see how you respond. I love to see people finishing in tough situations, as far as like stretching out on single legs or just executing good finishes. If you can finish, you can beat anyone, right? If you're finishing now, and if you have the grit to finish in college, you're gonna win matches. So those are the things I'm looking for.
Nice. So we'll end it up, but let's talk Blue Springs Wrestling, where you came out of. Unbelievable having Coach Haggerty. So
yeah,
maybe give me a little bit about that experience, and then your thoughts with Bobby Lowe.
Yeah,
that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me a little bit on that.
So Mike Haggerty is probably one of the bigger reasons why I'm in coaching right now. The guy, he's seen me in every level of my wrestling life, like from youth wrestling all the way to reffing one of my matches, and even reffing while I'm coaching. So I'm very, very thankful for him and the relationship I have with him. But he'll tell you, my best move as a freshman was a bridge. I couldn't stay off of my. I was god awful. I was 11 and 19, and
no way.
I don't know what he saw in me, but he believed in me, and eventually ended up being a state champion and having a successful college and high school career.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Bobby Lowe?
Bobby Lowe,
moving in, All-American from Minnesota.
Oh
now,
yeah,
taking over the program.
Amazing coach. Did great over at Oak Grove. I got to come back and come back home and visit and hang out with him and the team for a little bit. And what he's doing there is going to be big. We're going to see some our program restored over at Blue Springs. We can't wait.
Nice. All right. Well, it's good to see you. You got anything else to share?
Nope. Go Pauly.
All right. Enjoy.
Thank you, man.